Okay, so I'm recording, and yeah, basically, okay, so let me present my screen so that we can then start what we have for today. Yeah, so I'm going to be sharing my entire screen. Okay, so let me know if you can see my screen so that I'll not just be teaching myself. Okay, so this screen should come up right about now. Okay, so can you see the screen now? Okay, so that's okay. So okay, let me look forward. Notice. Okay, so yeah, we have been doing a lot of designing. I've done a lot basically. I don't really know, but yeah, we have been doing a lot since we started this whole like community schedule. And this we've done wireframing. We've talked about auto layouts. I think that auto layouts is one of the most packed class, and it's very sad that the recording got corrupted. It's very sad. So yeah, we did wireframing auto layouts, and now today we are going to talk about high fidelity. High fidelity, yeah. So the first thing we should actually note, the first thing we should consider when we want to do high fidelity is first of all set our colors right and set our type scale right, yeah, our typography. So basically we need to set a color. So to set a color, it actually depends on you or your stakeholder. A stakeholder can give you like a brand guide that they already have a set of colors that they use, probably the color from their logo or something like that. Or you are then saddled with the responsibility to pick colors. So what do you do? So what's the first thing to do? The first thing I do basically is to draw boxes or circles. That's the first thing to do, and then scroll through my palette and then look for whatever comes to mind or whatever the company stands for. Then I look for colors that relate to that. But at points where we basically are probably the ideas are not coming, the colors are not yet right. That's where some some websites like Adobe Color. Now, Adobe Color is very, 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 very awesome. I use it a lot. No, will I say a lot? Well, I use it basically when mostly use it for the accessibility tool here. But yeah, it's also good for picking your colors here. Basically, you can see the first thing that comes up is it already has a custom color palette for me immediately. So you can basically copy this color palette, copy it. You can copy this is the X code here, and here is the RGB. So you can change the color mode from RGB to CMYK, ASB, LAB. I think RGB is fine because that's what screens see RGB. So basically, you can you can pick you can create like four. Let's say you want to pick four of this color. So one, two, skip the 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want to use, let's create boxes on the Figma file here. Create boxes and then copy the X code and then put it inside, and then you have your color palette. So you can do that. You can also come here and pick, you can analogous if you want to, like, be if you want to really switch it up. So if I go to analogous, you can basically switch it up here. You can move this around depending on the kind of color you are looking for. You can choose monochromatic. Monochromatic picks a color for you and then gives you the shades. Basically, that's what it does. So you can see we can get shades from green, shades from red. Yeah, we can basically get shades like that. So that's how it's done. Complementary triad gives you three colors to work with. Triad gives you three colors to work with. It's coming in. Okay. I think I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I'll say track gives you three colors to work with. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. So it's not perfect. It's not perfect, yeah. It's perfect. So you can basically switch it up and pick the ones like move it around because some color palettes can be very wack. You can see this is better than the other one. Depending on how you have somebody coming in. I thought someone was coming in. So depending on how you're able to pick colors. Yeah. And you don't have to use all the five colors. You don't have to. You're not obliged to use. But these are just like ranges that they are giving you. Understand? So you can then pick from here, and then, or rather, you can also create a custom palette depending on you. Yes. So this Adobe Color is very very useful in the sense that you can then, let's say they give you a logo, for example, and you want to extract the color theme from there. You can just import the logo, basically import the logo. Let's see if we can do something here. You import the logo to this, and then so extract the color for you. So I don't know what to import. Basically, I don't have any. Okay, I think I have some designs from. Okay, I have this picture that I used for one of my. Okay, so if you bring in an image or drop a file, it can be a file, it can be a PDF file. Yeah, it will extract the. Can you see that the beauty? It extracts the colors for you, and then you can, let's say this is a logo, for example, then you can then use block with this for your design. So, and you can actually move it around. Say this is the color you want. You understand? You can change that. You can say you want just bright colors, and it goes ahead and pick bright colors for you. You want muted, as you can see. Does that deep, dark, deep, deep, dark, and none. What does none do? Using nothing. I don't know. But yeah, basically, I most times use colorful because it actually picks from different places. So let me see this person. This is why I want everybody to come in as possible so that we don't have to do all this back and forth, because I'm recording the session and it's good. Many of those are viewing it again. Okay, so yes, that is how to extract theme. You can also extract gradient. You can also, it's the same way. So one thing that I really wanted to use as, like, apart from color wheel and the extract theme, they are very very useful. One thing I want you to use very well is this accessibility tool. Now, if you follow me probably on Twitter or on my status anywhere, if you shall know me, you will know I am very keen on accessibility. That even if your design is not that beautiful, make sure it is accessible. That when, because actually beauty or aesthetics is what brings the user in, is what draws them. Wow, it's beautiful. They want to see more of that. But the fact that it's accessible, it is useful. It can be, the experience that they get is what keeps them on your platform, whatever platform you designed or built. You understand? So this is what I do. You come here, you can see this is text color. You can see this is background color, and this gives you a contrast ratio. For my teeth remove. This gives you a contrast ratio. The contrast the con the contrast ratio must not be less than 3:1. If it's less than 3:1, it's very bad. Very bad. Now let me give you an example. Now you can see the previews here basically. It shows when you're using regular text and it is not bold. You can see 17 pixels or points, pins, I don't know, and below it passes the accessibility test. That is, anybody with visual impairment to be able to read what is there properly. Also for large text or bold text, you can see it passes it, and then for graphical elements, it passes it. But let us say we pick a lighter color for this text color. You can see we have text color, we have background color. Let's say we pick red. Now you can see immediately that the contrast ratio shows uh it shows 3:1, and this is not pass mark as this is showing like a not sign, showing this is not good. You can see it fails this regular text preview. It fails it, but it actually passes it if it's bold, and it passes if it's graphical elements. So these are the things you should do when you pick colors. Just bring it here to your Adobe color, see if it's very, if it's accessible. It's very it's good to use, because if people are using your website and then they find it hard to read some things, it's a no. It's very bad. Now you can see they have contrast suggestions for you here, which is very useful. Basically, it's so super useful. Let's say you really love the combination of the red and gold, but you like you don't know how will it really work. Maybe you need a darker version of the red. Now you can see you can actually move this right here. You can move this and change the shades and stuff. You know, you can see it just gets worse. It just gets worse. Oh, God, this is burning my eyes. You see, it just gets worse. So so one thing you can then do now is use this contrast suggestions that you've given here. Let's apply this, which is the black and red. You can see it passes this test and it's very good. So I think the others are done, and I would have loved to show them. Let's do some more. Okay, okay. You can see the rest. You can see, if you let me click on this. Let's see how that works. Okay, you click on apply, and then it applies it. You can see this is a ratio 6:1. Ratio 6:1, and it works very well. It works very well. The one I'm using, I want to use. Oh, let's click on something else. The one I want to use, this red, this blue, and this gold. The ratio was 9:1. Like it was literally perfect. And I don't know. I just said, okay, this is what I want to use because it lots of nature. So I started saying the building. When you start designing so much, everything in your life turns to design in a way. I was walking down the street and then I saw this building with this beautiful shade of blue and yellow. I later got to understand that this is gold. Then I snapped it and then I brought it into my Figma and tried to pick out the colors. And then what I then did was, okay, so something about obstructors. What I then did was just paste it here. This is blue. This is one beautiful already. And you can see the contrast ratio 9.74 to 1. But this one I used was 9.9. Let's check that out. Let's see. And paste 9.99 ratio 1. Very, very good. Passes all the tests and you know it's amazing. It's amazing really. So you see how it is now, and it's very amazing if you use it properly. And if you see you have a problem, you can, let's say you really love the color combination and you need something close, use the contrast suggestions given to you here. This before it's started um, your recording. Thank you. Okay, so that's there are more to colors, but I feel this is something basic that will really help improve your design. I really believe that. So can I get an audio cue? I want to know if I've been coming so far. Are you guys following? Anybody? Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so yeah. So let's then move. Before we move to before we move to typography, I want to talk about typography for start designing too. You should talk about the creating shades and color styles for your for your uh, for your color basically. Always coming. Uh, okay. Let's see what it's coming. What's on my list? I don't know. So we'll do when I create color styles. So first of all, I'll copy two, and then I'll duplicate at least three. I'll duplicate at least three. One, one, then Control D, Control D. Duplicate it for me like that. So what I will then do now is that I will create a dark gray shade for my colors. Here, I will come here to the color palette here, and then I will come down to not X. I will go down to um, hue, saturation, brightness. That's HSB. Click on that, and then I'll come to the first one is H, that's hue. The second one is S, saturation. The third one is brightness. So I will just notch down with my keyboard down, 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 and that will help me to create a darker shade for the this the color, and then I can make it a little richer, make it richer, kind of richer. Yeah. So I'll then create a lighter version for this also. Okay, this might be too deep. No, it's not too deep. I think it's nice. Okay, so I'll come to bright on no job. And on no job, and gives me a brighter color of that same brighter version basically. Let me make it rich. Okay, come to the side. Let's go. Yeah, I think it's good like that. So you know it does not have to be perfect. You just pick it out, and then I'll create a gray. Just drag it to the gray side. Okay, not so much like that, but you can just make it have a little bit of blue in it. Okay, so that's my gray. So you may necessarily not use everything, but yeah, I do that. So I'm not going to explain it. I'll just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Okay. So down. That is richer. Okay. Then this one is already a very light color, so you can just make it lighter or more saturated. Okay, this is more saturated, very saturated, so it's not be good for this guy. So I'm gonna make it lighter. Okay, and then I'll make a gray version of that. Gray version from the side, and yeah. So this is what I do with my colors when I get them. Okay, so what do I now do? I'll create color styles. Color styles are, let me show you how to do it. So let's say I click on my main color. This is probably my primary color. You can see these four corners like these four dots, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. You can see them. Yeah. You can just click on that and then you create a color style. Now, color styles, okay, I have no color styles. That's bad. I actually do, but I do not upload them on my libraries. So um, okay, who's coming in? I'll show you now. Admit. Okay, so as we were saying, I'll create a color style. So when you click on the four color, I think it's called, I've forgotten. The three lines called hamburger. This one is called apple and cake. I can't remember. But yeah, just click on the plus sign here. When you click on the plus sign, you can create a new color style. Now, what is the essence of the color style? It helps us rather than looking for colors like, okay, which blue did I use? You can easily click on it and say, okay, this is what I'm using. I'll just show you use case when I start designing. But yeah, this is my primary blue. Okay, primary blue. Let's give it one. So I'll copy that. See, create style. So when you create style, you can see we have it here. Yeah. When you click on no man's land, your styles will show you both color styles, text styles, effect styles. You can literally create styles for anything. So let me quickly run through the styles so that we don't waste time on that. So this is the primary blue dark. So primary blue light and then primary blue gray. Okay, let's go. And primary blue gray. So this is also this is the secondary color basically. So we create styles for that too. Styles okay, so this is then secondary. This is my secondary color. Oh, this is my secondary color. The secondary is it gold, yeah? Gold or yellow, I don't know. Okay, two. I don't know why I'm giving it two. Oh, I did not copy it. Okay, so create a color style is four dots style, add new color style. Okay, secondary big gold dark. Oh, come on. Control C. Click styles, lights, and then gray. sorry for that. Boring. Okay, so we created our color styles. We can easily see them here. You can see all our color styles here, and you can just use it from there. It's. I will show you how to use it when we start designing. You see how accessible it can be, and you can also rearrange it here. I like to migrate under the normal colors. So yeah. So now to typography. We talked about colors, and I really believe you learned a lot on that session. So now typography. Now typography is very essential because you don't want, as a rule of thumb, basically we we use 16 as a body text for our designing our mobile because anything less than 16 can be very hard to read, except it's a caption, and then we know caption has to be small, kind of. But yeah, anything less than 16 has to be will be very small. So now let me show you what designers use. They are their design, how they go through with typography. Now, Google is very open source. Not, I don't know if their software is open source, but I know we are very. They really help, designers, programmers, developers, engineers, cloud service people, and everything. They help them to put out resources that really help their workflow. So Google has material design, material.io, I guess. That's the website, material.io. So material design is actually a design source, inspiration, components. Really everything about design. You find what you use. Now, Google wants everybody to be kind of uniform in the icons they use, the styles they use. You can very creative, but they still want that uniformity. Understand? So if you are using icons, Google they will not force you, but they want you to use Google material icons. But yeah, so this is so the just to go through the typography part. We have like the typography that Google has put down that helps your design. They give you design weight, typeface, size, and stuff. So typeface is not compulsory. You can usually use any other Google font you want. So I recommend using Google fonts because everybody puts their website online, and then everything is linked to Google, and then they go there through Google. And then if you then use a font that is not Google supported, then your website will then be somehow, because Google will not be able to read that font. But yeah, most of the fonts are Google fonts, so you may not really have a problem. Except you are now going to then pick all these fonts that are either ancient. I'm using ancient because I'm just saying very old, or they are very weird. So this is what you do. So you can have H1, the size 96. Now obviously 96 is too big for mobile, too big. So what I do is that for mobile, you can use this for websites or desktop. Yeah, it works fine. But what I then do when I design is I start mine from H3. So this will be my heading. H actually means heading, yeah. So this is where I start from. Either H3 or H4. This is where I start from, and then work that way down there. So I just pick H3. I pick or H4. H4. I pick H6. I pick subtitle 1. I pick body copy button because you have to create button and then probably caption. So this is what I do. I come to my Figma. So the H3 is what? H3 is 48. That's the size, right? That's the cell size. Can see size. And H3, yeah. So I have a demo text that I want to use. I just come type in 48. So this will be my header. Actually, it will be for mobile, but it's something you can really scale down. But yeah, so I copy this, bring it down. Copy this, I bring it down. Then what's the next one? Next one is I want to pick H. Okay, so let me pick H 5 and 6. So 2024, right? 2024. So this is 24 first. So just go down. So I actually add 30 something. 34, 34, 24, 20. Yeah. So 34. Let's duplicate this. 24. and then 20. Okay, so the body copy will be okay. The body copy is 16, body 1 16, body 2 14. Yeah, I think it's the same thing with subtitles, but I don't really know. Yeah, I think what the difference is the letter spacing, which is something we'll consider another time. Yeah, button. I pick button too. So body 16 and then button 14. So let's do this. Body 16. Wait, they have 20 already. Okay. Body 16 and then button 14. Okay, so what I will then do immediately is the reason why I'm creating this, I'm not just creating it for fun because that's what every designer do. What we then do with this, we create styles for them. We create styles so it increases work. For when start design, I'll just show you why it's very essential. Yeah. So I'll create styles for this. This is the button type. So click on this four corners and then click on plus. So I'll name this button style created. So the next one, which is to 16, this is the body copy. I call it body copy. I think everybody calls it body copy. Body copy. And then the next one is okay from here. I'm just doing it. So this H3 H4. I think this where do you start from? So we have this. Started from H4, yeah. H4, H5, H6. That's what we did, I guess. One, two, three, four. Oh, yeah. H3 to H6. H3, H4, H5, H6. Yeah. So this is H6 by default. I'm sorry, I'm doing it from down up. Do not mind my H6, H5, H4, and then H3, and then H3. Okay, so now our styles are created. You can see them here. Okay, so they are arranged in the wrong order because of the way I created them. So I should rearrange them so that it comes from biggest to the smallest. Okay, so yeah. So we have our textile here, and these are the first things you should really consider when you start designing. It's very essential. Let me lie to you. When you start doing this thing, you will go back. Not lie to you. It's not going back at all. When you start doing it, you just keep doing it because it really works. It really works. Yeah, it really works. So we have our color styles already, our color palettes, and have our textiles. So from there, your design flow will be so fast. Like you will not have any problem now looking for which color fits, which color will do this, which color will do that. So I already made a demo before I started this class to really know the direction I was moving towards. So we have something like this. So this is what we are going to be moving with. So then I don't know time. I don't know if time permits us to do this prototyping, but yeah. And I was thinking to do prototyping as a series because prototyping actually is very, very vast and there are a lot of things you need to know, like transitioning, creating all these kind of overlay kind of prototypes and stuff like that. So but yeah, it is what it is. So the frame we used for this one was the iPhone 13 Pro frame. So bring that out again. Okay, somewhere here. Okay, so which is lo-fi, i5, like i5. Mind me, I make a lot of brain jokes. Fine. Yeah, basically, the first thing I do when I want to start my Fi, you see the reason why wireframes are very good. Wireframes will actually also increase your workflow when you start designing high fidelity. So now, the first thing I do is that I copy my layout grid. That's the very first thing I do. I copy my layout grid. So you can now, if you see, they are like this side. Let me show you how to copy. You can actually copy anything that you've created here, ranging from colors to fields to effects and everything. So if you can see the three, like this empty space here, you have some three dash there. You can click on it. When you click on it, you can select that and copy it. If you want to select two, you can hold shift and select the second one. So I do Control C. When I do Control C on that, I come and then I click on um this new canvas and then Control V. And then from there you can see the layout will be automatically added, and from there it's very easy to instead of creating a new one, you understand. So I'm going to turn on my layout grid, and voila. Yeah, you might feel that there's a little difference, that this is bigger than this, and that's because of the length of, you can see this one has grown when we were designing, it has grown down, and then this one is just new one. So yeah, the first thing we do is to create this header. Now once we create the header, we will start with the logo. Yeah, so we don't have a logo because the brand gives us a logo. So we don't have the logo and we don't have a logo, so I just create anything for this logo. So I use the ellipse to click on O, or come here, drop down to here, and then you can click on the ellipse tool from there. So I will just create a practice create a practice, and then I drag that down, drag that like this. Okay, so I have this, and then I will create another one, duplicate. You can use Control D or use Alt. You can see it changes to like two mouse. Alt, click and drag, put it somewhere here, somewhere here. Then I have that. Yeah, I have that. So what I'll then do is just to add my color styles. So instead of me going down to the eyedropper tool to pick my color from down there, what I'll just do is I already have my color as styles, right? Instead of them going to look for where I can color styles, I just come here. This field, yeah. You know, normally you come to this place to pick your colors. Come to this colors. What you can do is to change it from document colors. You can change it to local colors. Local colors. So if you change it to local colors, you can see all your color styles here. But I don't really like this format because it's I don't use this color because I don't use this part because it's it's I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Not that I don't like it. Basically, you can use it if you want, but it don't really give me, because I already named them. So the names actually help me to you get what I'm saying. I hope you do. Okay, so I come down to this text styles here. If you click on this style, you can see, oh, this is like, there's something about design when text or typography is accompanying like a visual element. It actually improves the understanding or the way the user grasps it. That's why icons usually have text beside it, like search. We don't just put, except if it's something that is probably too small. When you put a magnifying glass, you add search behind it so that they know that it's search. Do everybody knows that it's search, but we still do that. And icons like all these bottom navigations, this when the home icon, they'll see like home under the profile icon, they'll see right profile under. So it helps comprehension very well. So I want to use primary blue. Click on that and easily added. So it's added easily, and we don't have to go and look for color picker and do anything like that. So here I want to use the secondary color so everybody's evenly represented, and we have that. So I'll then do is this my logo. I will group that, or rather frame it. I like when you start using frame, you don't like to use frame. You just forget about groups. So what I usually do is that my logo, anything in the header, I let start from, why is the distance, the vertical distance now. That's the distance from the vertical. Yeah. I usually start with 33. Anything that's on top starts from 33. It's my favorite of thumb because what I try to do is when I'm designing, I design for both Android and iOS at the same time. So if it's less than 33, the notch of Apple would actually make it very weird. If you are creating too close to the top part, the notch of the iPhones would cover your design, and then when they are developing it, then they encounter problem. Then you'll have done it for over 40 screens, and then you have a problem. I actually faced that problem before. It was not good, and then I had to learn that. So you learn from my experience, please. So with that done, I will then create the other elements. The next thing I love to do is, so you can see I made that 33. So anything that's coming to the header will be from 33. So next thing I'll do is to um add a hamburger menu icon. Before I continue, I hope I'm not talking too much the time. I hope you're really getting me and grasping all I'm saying so far. Okay, okay, let me show you. Let me quickly show you. This 33 is because of the iPhone's notch. Yeah, iPhone's notch would obstruct. Okay, so let me show you. Let me prototype one of these designs. I don't know if I use 33 in these designs because it usually comes to me when I'm doing my hi-fi. Let me. I think one is prototype. Okay, so now this is 33 that you use 33 now. If I click on this icon here, okay, so something is. If I click on this icon, why is starting from 50? You can already see that. Why starting from 50? It's starting from 50 because I already put it down. I push it down because of the notch. This notch, if it's too close, you can zoom in your Google Meet. I think very well. But if it's less than 33, let's say it's 20, all these features here, all these features here will be obstructed by this notch. You understand? Ayola, I hope you got that. Okay, that's why I use 33 in the design. Yeah. So let's then move on. I really need the water. But yeah, let's go. Let's go. So, I will then create the hamburger too. So rather than creating a manually, I love using Iconify because they have created it perfectly already. So Iconify is a plugin in Figma. You can install it from the community. So hamburger, I've already written down. So I'll pick the first one. I think it's the best one. Don't pick the hamburger. Pick the menu bar. Menu hamburger. Drag it in to your design and drag it in. Okay, show me. Yeah, this down. Okay, so I bring this up here. Let it match the, yeah. And now increase the size. Use K to scale, or you can come here to pick scale, and then we'll increase the size. Nope, too big. Okay, good. Okay, yeah. So I'll centralize it with this so that we have something. Cool. Yeah, I think I love that. So next thing to do is to create the what? The call to actions that are on top. Now, how you know what to do next is because I'm sorry, it's already in my head. We already have it. I'm guessing. We already did in wireframe, so why guess? So this the next thing is crazy why I'm the buttons. So how do we create buttons? Let me remove this. We create buttons using the auto layout. Yeah. So first of all, you type in your. You can click on T on your keyboard or T right here, and then you write in register. Oh God, what's this? Okay, so let me show you something. Let me not do anything. We want to register, right? Register. Okay, now register is way too big. Way big. So what do I do? I have my color styles, my text styles, right? Under text, you can see this for. Click on it, and you can see your text style. So I want to create a button, right? Click on the button, and you have the appropriate size for your button. And then we will add another layout to that. You know, we can have the layout for text, so we do it manually on our keyboard, Shift A, and then an auto layout is added to it. So from our you can see color contrast when we're using the accessibility, so you can see that this gives us a 99.99 ratio 1 contrast ratio. You can see this one is the background color and this is the text color. Come back here. So the background color, which is the fill, I'll use so instead of going to look for my color, we already have our color styles. So wonderful. Click on that. We have that. And then the text, click on the text, and then you can change it to blue, the normal blue. You can use the dark blue if you want. You know, if you want to change, you can click on it here and use the dark blue. Kind of looks better. Okay. So one beautiful thing about this thing, this color styles, text styles, is that if you come ahead, go ahead and click on this. Okay. And let's say you don't like this primary blue you are using, or the dark blue is not that dark as you want it to be. You can see these edit styles. Click on it, and then you can change the properties here. Once you change the properties here, everywhere you use that blue, everywhere you use it, it will update. Use color styles, please. It will save you workflow. It will save you time. Everywhere, if you say that okay, you've used the design for everything and you did not notice that oh, it is not dark, it was even kind of gray, and then it's already fucking up in some places. Accessibility is already very bad. You just come here, change it, and immediately it's it updates in all your design. I think someone is it updates in every so use color style. It's same for style. Any style you create, any style you create, that's how it works. That's how it actually does work. That's how it works. So um yeah. So moving on, use color styles and text styles. Use styles basically. Use styles. Okay. So with that said and done, I would add rounded corners to my button. Let me see how 6 will look like. Okay, looks good. See. Okay, so what I will then do now is to copy this, create the secondary button. I don't know if this is big. I don't think it's big. So what I usually do is to alternate this. There's something called button hierarchy. I said it in the auto layout class. Button hierarchy, or I think this is wireframe class. I said it. Button hierarchy, where both of them are fighting for attention as it is now. So let me change this to login so that you can really get what I'm saying. So there's a button you want them to press like right now. So login is actually for other users, like users that are using your platform. So you're not getting them like they're not new. You understand? So they already use your platform. So it's not easy to get them to start using it again. But for those that are just coming, you want them to click on register so that they can register for your platform and start using the platform. So that's why this takes more precedence over this. So that's why we leave this as something that will catch your attention, that actual call to action. Why this one is secondary button. And what we usually do for the secondary button is add a stroke, remove the fill, and it becomes secondary button. As easy as that. But yeah, let me then change the color to blue, the stroke color. Click on that, pick primary blue. We have that. I think okay. So I use secondary blue, so it's looking kind of weird. Secondary blue. Yeah, beautiful as that. So I want it to be the same size as this. Okay, so the width of this is 72. So I want to increase the size of that to 72. I'll hold Alt and then just check it here. That's what I actually do. I have no other. So I want 7. Okay, it's not working well because I did not put this in the center. I'll put that in the center and then I'll do it again. So I want 72. It doesn't can be close. Yeah, 72. Perfect. Okay, so what I'll then do now is to then select these 3 at the other side. Select these 3. Tidy them up. You see okay, they are all tidied. But yeah, tidy. I think same center. They are all tidied. Can reduce the distance to let's say 15. Okay, let me turn on my grid so that I can put it at the edge. And now what I'll then do is to select everything, make them have equal centers, and now I will then add a frame as we did for the wireframe. Let me move this. I'll add a frame, so click on F or come here to on frame. We then draw the frame over everything. When you draw a frame over the elements, it will everything will actually insert inside frame. And see, everything, none of them were inside frame before. You can see everything actually comes into the frame. So if you click on the I button here, it will hide it, and then that's how you know it's inside the frame. So what we want to do is to add, we want to add a stroke to it. The female update has actually done a lot for us. Now, normally before we cannot pick individual sites, but yeah, strokes we can pick individual sites. So pick the bottom side. Uh, yeah, looking good. So I want to put a background color to this. Now picking background color can be very, very tricky. Very, very tricky. So let's then add a fill. So now I just leave that as white. Yeah, leave it as white. Let me try to use a background color. Now, if we are scrolling this, can you see that if there's no background color, all these elements will just show you what is. I like showing rather than telling because showing does better work. It helps to stick. So if you are showing and telling at the same time, you are passing a very good message. So let me remove the background fill here. Let me just turn it off, and then I'll show you how it actually looks like if you don't have background fill. Okay, so this should actually load up. Let me click on R to start. Let me show you. Okay, that's not okay. So you can see, you can actually see now that zoom in if you cannot really see very well because I know this can be very small when you're using uh, Google Meet. So you can see that it's actually overlapping everything and it's very bad. You don't want your design to be like that. So that's why I usually add the background color. So I just add white. If using black, I usually use the opacity. This is my brain actually. So you can see what this background color does. It actually helps it to regain its this thing. Click on that. Yeah. So moving on into design, let's quickly wrap this up. It's almost 9 and I don't like it when we stay over time. Okay, so the next thing to do basically is to so we should add the background color. I don't want to use white, so I added it. So let me see which color because we already have a lot of colors going on. So if color this time you have to be very let me see what will work here. You can see even if I'm using black, it's still not good because contrast. So using something close to gray would be nice, or some off-white kind of color, probably off-white. You know, but most times if black does not work, I use white. It's always good. So if it's an area that colors are not a lot of colors are not going on, you can use black or any color that suits. But for footer, I usually use deep colors or blue, depending on the color styles. So you can see. So the next thing I want to design is this side. So I can we already have the wireframe, even if you don't have text in wireframe, but you know how it looks. So I just copy the text, Control C, bring it here, Control V, it places itself at the same side. So I want to use my text style since this is an header. Let me see the header that will let me check H4. H4 is too big, but let's see this first and see how it looks like. Grow your business with confidence. Way too big. Way too big. There are actually different ways you can do this. Your Euro page, you can then put the video on that, but no, I don't want to do that. So let's use H5. H5 now looks kind of too small than what I want. Okay, so I think it looks like the system. I just it. So we can also bring this in. Copy, Control C, and paste. Control V, pasting. So we have that. So what I'll then do now is to add an image to this. Since it's a video, I know a video will actually show a snapshot of the video that I want to play, just so clickbait. So I use Unsplash. Different plugins you can use. You can use Pixel. I hardly use it. It's also very good, but I use Unsplash. Unsplash has more options and more variety. So I use Unsplash. So make sure the pictures you're using is high resolution pictures. So when the designer, the developer is exporting, it will look good in the final product. And that's why I use Unsplash. Unsplash pictures are always high fidelity. So give me a minute to stretch my back. I've been sitting for hours. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. So let me look for business. I don't know. Since we're designing abstract, I really have no concept in mind. Um, let's pick these two guys. They look very heavy. Okay, so it should have updated. Beautiful. Okay, so what I usually do when I add pictures like this is I try to add depth to it and make it look fancy. The first thing I'll do to this is that I will reduce the opacity of the image. First of all, I'll pick a color to the background. Normally, I usually use the deep color of our design, of our color style. So I've picked the deep color. Now that I picked the deep color, I will then reduce the opacity of the image to something like 80. See what it did. It actually brought out that play button. So you can go down to like 70 if you want. Let's see how 70 looks like. It looks good. So what I'll then do is I add strokes with this new, but I will not use strokes on the side. It looks very well. So I'll just use top to bottom. So I'll come to custom. I'll add 0 here, 0 here. So top 2, bottom 2. No, not 2. 2. Okay, so this is what I do. It make it look like a TV kind of guitar, stuff. So yeah, let's pop up this design a little bit. So grow your business with confidence. So the marketing message, what do you want them to see? What is actually going to draw them? You can add emphasis on business because it's relating to them. Oh my god, my business. Or with confidence. So I think I want to add emphasis to confidence. So I'll just come here, select confidence, add my color, primary blue, where are you? Boom, added. It looks good, right? So what I usually do here is I come to my pen. So I think there's something classic about me. Not really classic though, but yeah, I do that. I had like something that looks like this. That looks like this. I hardly use the pencil. I hardly use it because a lot of people find it difficult to use. So do I. But not so difficult. I still know how to use the pencil. So you click on that. Then I click on the other side here. Then click and drag. Click and drag. Click and drag. So if you want to remove it, you just double click at the end, double click, and yeah, you have your vector. So I want to use this color. Okay, the color is already set. I want to increase the size. Oh god, sorry, not that. Let's check out 5 first. Okay, let me change this to the move tool and see how this look like. Grow your business with confidence. Does it look good? I don't know. You can reduce the size a little bit. So 50. Then if you double click on it, you can still edit. You are not like done. You can still edit it. You can move this a little bit, increase the bend, increase the bend. Move it down, bring it to the edge. Then click on enter. I think this looks kind of good. Kind of sloppy, but yeah, this is good. I like it. So sometimes I add okay, so add rounded corners. I always do this every time. You see round here, I had it to make it look more friendly. But sometimes what I will then do is instead of doing that, I can just add to this end one of this diamond arrows. So now diamond arrow looks very wacky. No, I'm not using either of them. Back to my round. It looks cool sometimes. So this let me show you a situation where it looks cool. Let me show you a situation where it looks cool. Do my design before the class. It's cool here. Put your business with confidence. Boom. There, yeah. So that's a use case, and you can always use it like that. Yeah, grow your business with confidence. So the next thing is to add a call to action, which is this one. Way to something different about this than I kind of feel. Oh, see, I think it actually does better below good as a text. Don't you think? Looks better than this. And I think I know why. Looks better. That's why you should experiment a lot too. Looks better than this. Looks better than this because the white is a light color, the yellow is a light color. So both of them are like the white, like light. It's already giving us some high, it's already fighting with this thing. So I think I will switch that. There's nothing big man open us to switch yet. We have to switch it manually. So I'll then click on the background, then change the color there to blue. Ooh, look good. So then I'll copy this, bring it down here. Here. And we increase the size a little. That's what I usually do. Alt, click Alt, increase. Okay, and the problem is this is not centered. Yeah. Put on your that. I want them to be aligned. Align them to the left. Then bring it here. So this might be too big. Too big. Looking kind of too big for the design. Let me reduce it. So this is why I said you should spend long in your wireframes because you will spend long trying to perfect your designs in the high fidelity, and that's something I'm kind of let's say bad for. I think it should be good for. Is that I spend a lot of time. I can say I want the Euro page to be perfect because when it comes to the page they want to you want to convert them immediately, and the Euro page does that. So I think this bend is too much, but yeah, let's just move on. So the next thing, e-commerce, the features. So let me copy this text already. E-commerce made easy. Control V. E-commerce made easy. E-commerce made limited customer reach. So we want to this one in bold. Let's make it blue. Color styles. Add blue to it. Yeah, we can. So let's nudge it down a little bit. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Yeah. So the next thing is the gallery, right? So since we already have this staggered gallery layout, let's copy it instead of creating new ones. You can copy it like this. Control C. Bring it in here. Control V. Facing. Oh God, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What happened? What did we do wrong? I think we have done something very wrong. Okay, yeah, my do not. Okay, so what happened? I don't know. It happens a lot of times. No, like it actually does happen. I don't know why it does that. So I copied this and I want you to so Control C, right? Okay, okay, something bad is going to happen again. Okay, Control Z, and something bad happens. Okay, so Control C. I copied this, right? I click on this place, the frame, then I Control V that. And how do you find that hard? How do you find that hard? So let's see what this does. To scatter it adjustment. Okay, so what we are then left to do is to add pictures to the gallery, make it look cool. Okay, so I'll just do this very quickly. You know what to do. Go to Splash. I don't think I can do this very quickly. I'm sorry. Oh yes, I'll do it. So go to Splash and then add your images. Okay, rather than me then doing this, let me just copy the images already. Let me cancel. Okay, let me just do one so I'll not be a villain. So let's go to food. Doesn't like food. Since I picked this mouse portrait, I should have actually used this one rather than that. Because this one is landscape and the gallery is landscape. This is portrait. Actually confused. Let me just so this one I can then use portrait could work. It's cake. Let's move away from food. Let's go to portraits, I guess. And what we want here. Don't understand anything. Oh yeah, let's pick one there. Let's move away from here. Let's go to architecture. I'm just picking random stuff. You already know that. I like some of this architectural stuff. Looks very beautiful. And our gallery is getting fuller and fuller. I just need this for my work. Okay, Figma, I've done it again. Okay, it's already 909. Okay, let me pick this. And that is done. Let's go down to business. Business. Pick that. Which other one we pick? I think we should pick this one. So let this one update first. Okay, why is this zero? Wow, okay. I think it's updated. And then I'd like to do a prototype for you this, but our time's gonna not want to waste anybody's time. Let's just finish up our design and have it beautiful. Okay, so Gary done. Okay, so the next section, and we're done with feature sections. Features section. So we have to add this call to action there. Like I said, have a lot of call to actions in your landing page. So we have to increase it. I usually hold on control to do that. If you don't hold on control, there's usually something that happens. What happens is that sometimes it will drag the frame down like this. So you drag like this. I can see like it's dragging the frame down, and I don't like that. Let me show you better. You can see it's dragging the frame down. You can see that I don't want that at all. So Control Z that, Control Z. So hold on Control and then drag. It will not drag the frame down. It will not. And then we have a better, I didn't even finish the one I was in for the class. Okay, so get started and register. So let me copy get started now. Control C. This right here. I want to resize. Where's my text? Come to our textiles. I'll pick into the looks good, I guess. So I bring it down here. Somewhere around here. Where is my call to action, baby? I copy that down. Okay, so naturally you can have a distance of 20 between them or more. So this distance, I think I really like it. This is 16. Let me just make it 20 like that. Okay. So the next section is the testimonial section. Testimonials. I spelled testimonials. Wow, bad, really bad. So let me copy my bad spelling. Testimonials. Control V. Testimonials. Okay, Tessa. One of my sisters that I don't like. Okay, centralize that. Let's just change the outlook because it's looking boring already. Let's help their visuals and then use. Okay, let me just go very fast. I don't like it. Here you can actually go ahead and then pick another color that's not your color palette. I advise you to stick to your color palette to work every time, unless your color palette is not good. Okay, so you are a good company. What I'll usually do is I'll copy this and then edit it on the the wireframe on the high fidelity rather. So that I have something I'm working on instead of going back and forth. This is what I do. I'm showing you what I do. So you know, so this is the header. I'll make this. Can leave it as black. But you see that this. So what we then for this one is to bring in icons for them. I don't have any icons here basically. I don't have any icons. Okay, let me just bring in some popular icons. Where is Iconify? Plugins Iconify. I'll bring in popular icons like Slack, Google. Just type in socials. It should bring some good things for me. Type in socials. Wow, social. Okay, that's good. So we have. So wait, this Twitch now or this Tumblr. I bring in Twitter. Bring in Skype. That nobody uses anymore. We use now. So we actually want to scale this down, but we'll do better where we let me scale down. Scale. Who else is there? Pinterest. Who else is there? This is Evernote now. Yeah, I know my apps. This is Skype. This is Reddit. Oh God, DG. Yes, so good. This is Snapchat. And I think that's good enough. Let's bring in Apple also as the main guy. So basically, if you're using icons like this, you want to check for um the high resolution ones, and also the you want to check for the high resolution ones, and probably the actually the original ones. You don't want to use something that is not good. But yeah, let's just leave that for those that are going to be designed for big companies, and I'm sure all of you are. Just need to put in the work. Pinterest, scale that down, and yes. So what I want to do is to copy all of this, and then on for the one this is going to come out here. Oh come on, when did you most? Now scale it down myself. Scale it down a little bit more. Now arrange them. My always wants to be perfect. Bring this here also. I'll bring this here also. That's what I'll do. And then Evernote come here. I think Evernote is owned by Google, if I'm right. I'm not sure. Google owns a lot of things. They are a very good company. Google is good. I want to make it visually pleasing. Okay, so I think we're good from here. I just did this. You should actually do better. Give this a blue color. Give this a red color. Give this a red color. Let me just do that. Okay, something's wrong. We give this a blue color, or better still, just get the original colors. You understand what I'm saying? Or get the original logo and bring it into Figma. To okay, red. I think red is red now. Yeah. So now I have to go down into this one and make it white. Yeah. Evernote. I think it's one shade of blue. I don't really remember, so let me just give you one shade of blue that comes to my head, and then I'll make the other parts. Like sincerely, I don't know what Evernote is. like the color. So I'll make this one white. Okay. And Pinterest. Oh, I don't think this Pinterest though. On my back me. It's not Pinterest. I'm going Pinterest. Yes. I don't know what it is, but let's just give it red. Uh, I hope the company does not sue me for this. Okay, so Apple put it right here. So we should actually remove the stroke off of this. So this rectangle is actually an image block. I think it's it's a component. So I cannot detach instance. I can't. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I can detach instance from here. Instance attached. I think really. Let me remove that. Okay. And I'm just trying to fit this and make it look good. You get what I'm doing. If we wanted this to be balanced, I'll use three because this empty space is really making it look weird. I'll call it Apple. I think Apple is black now. This is not even Apple, this is Amazon now. DG, what have you been saying since this is Amazon? Okay. I think basically you just make it look good. You should make it look good. Let me add the background. Okay, white. I'm just strokes to that. Yeah. Let me just write Amazon. Let me change the text style. Okay, let's fill. Text style is here to body copy. Let me make it fixed height. We have new stuff here. Oh, truncate text. Wow. Figma. Yeah, back. Okay. Bring this right here. Reduce this. And yeah, text. Okay, I think Amazon's gift card it has this kind of yellow background. So I'm just trying to, you need people to trust your. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'd feel. That's why you should actually use the original stuff because if it's looking uh kind of weird, people will not trust it. I don't want people to not trust your website that you designed. It's very bad for your portfolio. Okay, so we have done the testimonials part. I think the next part is the footer, right? The footer. Okay, we have one more section. We don't really need it, so we need to fix up this footer. So let me just copy it and put it Control C. And just fix it from here, right? So I hope you guys are following me so far. You've been gaining a lot from the class. So let's finish up here. Okay, so we just had our logo here. Let me remove this one. Let me bring